there is this YouTuber called Rob Iger, or Ager, I should say, with A. And he also has a channel called Collective Learning. And this is great content, I gotta say. I would recommend anyone go and watch his content. You know, he's great film analysis. That's what he does. He gets film analysis. However, the problem with Ager is that he is, I don't know if there's such thing really as a male feminist. You're really just female feminist and male female panderers. But I have to say, I'll just call him a male feminist for the time being. He's a very smart man. He's very observant, and he points out things in films that you go, "Oh, I never saw that before." But he's an anti-male, male feminist, and that's where he falls down. Now, for example, there is this one of his videos entitled "Fear and Desire: The Roots of Stanley Kubrick," which talks about his first film, Kubrick's first film, right? And he compares a scene where this young fella goes crazy, this military fella, this soldier, and he molests this woman, and compares it to another scene of a different movie where the guys capture this German woman, and they get her to sing, and when she's singing, these guys, they start tearing up, and they start singing along with her, And he compares those two, that is similar and has something to do with their sexual desire. So, gentlemen, think about this. Even that second scene where these guys, these soldiers, that are in a place that's hostile to them, that are dangerous, they're alone, they're away from home, they don't know if they're going back alive. This woman starts singing, and they start singing along and tearing up with her, or with themselves anyway, because they're not bad people. Matter of fact, in a mob, in a big, you know what it's like, two or three guys just start acting one way and people tend to follow along. None of that happened. They all were teary-eyed and singing along. It's a very humanizing scene. The guys go to war because they're forced to go to war. They have to. There are no female soldiers there. Okay? And this Rob Ager fella is putting them in with some young fella who went nuts and felt up a girl. And even the young guy, he went nuts. He wasn't just a bad guy. But, that's his take on it. There's something wrong with the male psyche when it comes to sex and women. I agree to one degree that there is something wrong psychologically with us, but not in the way that he points it out to be. I think we throw our dignity and lives away for the opposite sex. But Ager is just painting us as bad guys. We all want to rape the girl. Now, the second video, he talks about Velquez, I don't know. I'm just going to call her Vasquez. That's the alter ego of Ellen Ripley. That would be Aliens 2, the second one. And Vasquez, sorry. She has the most stereotypical tough guy lines. And he's bragging her up. He's bragging her up as being, a strong, someone for Ripley to emulate. But I believe, I'd like to say no, that if Vasquez had a male playing it, Ager here would be tearing him apart. I'd put money on it. Okay? But because a woman's saying these silly lines, then it's more than forgivable. It's actually admirable. Okay? Now, the third one I would like to pick out is prostitution and rape themes in Full Metal Jacket, where this young prostitute shows up and the guys are paying and they're taking turns. They're going in individually. And he tries to compare it to gang rape. Now, this same guy, Rob Ager, he would probably say that this young woman has the right to sell her body because it's her body. But somehow it's rape if she's selling it. The guys are actually paying it and getting it. And it's hardly a gang rape. It's not even a gang. I mean, they're going in one at a time. They're not just attacking this woman, throw her on the ground. I mean, what can I say? With dire straits, sometimes a woman will sell her body because she can. Okay? It's her body. And it's the guy's freedom to either choose to engage with prostitutes or not. We are also free, Ager, if you ever hear this. Now, another scene, he pointed out, the guys were being shot at by a female sniper. And he tried to put that as in some kind of rape. Like, he suggested maybe this woman was an ex-prostitute. And this is where Rob Ager falls short, because there's nothing to suggest that she was a prostitute at one time. She could have been a bus driver, And they were angry at her because she was shooting at them and killing them. So, of course, they treated her badly. And there's this other scene where the sergeant is humiliating them by having them walk around their underwear, grabbing their crotch and holding a rifle, And this is supposed to be like putting sex in with violence or something along those lines. Of course, what can I say? It's a tool they use. Like the army or military, they know it's a good idea to fuse something a guy likes with violence if they can. They're supposed to kill people, and you have to fight and program men to murder other people because men aren't violent by nature. That's just the case. And it's humiliating. You don't see any women walking around with their underwear grabbing their crotches for the military. They don't do that. So that's another thing as well. These guys in that war, for Full Metal Jacket, they're alone. They're just by themselves. They're in a foreign land. Their lives are continually in danger. Their mommies aren't around when they're hurt, or they have some loved ones, their family. They're alone and they're scared. They're going to blow some steam off. They're going to drink some booze and bang some prostitutes. And by the way, guys only bang prostitutes out of desperation. It's a last-ditch decision. That's not how we are. So, this is the kind of disgusting things we have to put up with. All right, this is a quick video. This is all I got to say on this. Thank you very much, everyone.